A new report out today by Consumer Watchdog Group shows that oil companies are price gouging Californians.
Several companies report profits in California that are more than double the profits the same company is making in other parts of the country. Political reporter Morgan Reiner joins us now to explain the push to end this. Morgan.
Well, there is a bill that would require oil companies to disclose the profit that they're making so that Sacramento can do something about that price gouging. Now, in other news that will help with those prices, on Friday, we're supposed to get an update on Governor Gavin Newsom's May budget revision. That means that we can finally see his final plan on his gas tax rebate idea.
Looking at the recent reports the dominant oil companies sent to their investors, Consumer Watchdog President Jamie Court said the gouging in the Golden State is undeniable.
California drivers are not just an ATM for the oil refiners. They're becoming a 401k. That's how bad it is.
It's why he's pushing for SB 1322, which would require companies to report their monthly profits, like he said they already do voluntarily in other parts of the country.
And there's a reason for that. The oil refiners don't want us to know how much they're making because if we knew, we'd take it back as an excessive profits tax.
The bill will be heard in the Appropriations Committee on Monday. For months now, politicians in Sacramento have also been discussing another way to help Californians at the pump with a gas tax rebate.
But the question is, how large should that rebate be and in what form and who should get it? And that is part of the debate. How much and which taxpayers? Should all the taxpayers get some money back or just the low-income taxpayers?
6 proposals from the Republicans and Democrats later, the governor is set to unveil his final plan on Friday. Newsom said he wants to give up to $800 per registered vehicle owner. But on paper, the dollar amount in addition to several other categories were left blank to leave room for negotiations with the legislature.
The negotiations certainly are between the Democratic leaders and the Democratic governor. But generally, the governor has the last word.
A few things here. The legislature doesn't pass its final budget until June, and then the governor has a few weeks after that to make any changes if he wants to. So even though the governor's version will likely be the one that passes to the finish line, well, it'll still be a few months before we could see any money hit our bank accounts.
Morgan, for a moment here, let's go back to the allegations of price gouging and SB 1322, which would require these oil companies to disclose monthly profits. What do the oil companies have to say about this proposal at this point?
It's clear that they are spending a lot of money. We had a list come out from the Capitol this week that showed that the top 2 companies that are spending the most on lobbying here in Sacramento are the Western Petroleum Association and then Chevron. So oil does play a role in our political system.
Morgan Reiner reporting live for us. A lot of people concerned about their gas prices for good reason. And if this kind of allegation is proven, you wonder what the push is going to be like to get some action done.
Yeah, this just yesterday. I don't drive a huge vehicle, and I spent over $100 to fill up my car, and it's unsustainable for most people to keep this up. So.
I filled up a relative economy car today for $80.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really hard.
Yeah.